lucky to have a club in our town, and also I suppose I became more involved when I first started secondary school, so then the combination of schools athletics as well. So running for your school and then kind of, I suppose, backing that up with being part of the club, and managed to have a few friends who joined in also, and we had teams in the cross-country races. So, you know, I think when you have something that you enjoy and you have your friends doing it, then you're more likely to keep it up. You know, when I started to probably maybe take it a little bit more seriously and train more and become more interested in athletics, the people I looked up to were people like Marcus O'Sullivan, World Indoor 1500 champion, and Frank O'Mara. I suppose when I was starting to go from junior to senior, they were the, you know, main big names in Ireland, and I think, you know, that's what people, you tend to kind of look up to people who are closest to you, so people from your own country if they're successful. The very first time I ever saw a world record being broken was in Oslo at the Bislett Games, and it was Bjobis Ondiki in 10,000 metres, and you know, that was like one of the records that was being broken every year. But that, I suppose that was the first moment when, you know, the stadium kind of came to life for me, and you saw what it was like to be a part of a world record in the stadium. Someone who has stood out a lot and, you know, is not just a great athlete but a really good person as well would be Haile Gebrselassie. You know, he's run, you know, so many Olympics, run on the track and on the road, in the marathon. I suppose your goals and dreams change because they become more realistic. You know, when you're a young child, you dream of going to the Olympics, and then when you go to the Olympics, and my first Olympics was in Barcelona in 1992, and I finished fourth, and, you know, for me that was when my dreams kind of became real. And in 1995, the World Championships in Gothenburg, that was, you know, it was one of those times where I was probably, you know, as the best in the world, but, you know, you stand on the start line and you still have to run the race, you know, and, you know, you believe that you can win, but, you know, I think the feeling after that race was a sense of relief, you know, to have won. I spend a lot of time in Australia at the moment. My family is in Australia. I was a chef de mission this year for the Irish Olympic team, and you know, every time I go back I spend a lot of time going around to schools and sports clubs, and, you know, just trying to improve, you know, the belief that kids have that they can, you know, if they give sport a chance, that, you know, they can actually achieve stuff, and they just have to believe in themselves. You'd like to be remembered a combination of everything. You'd like to be a great athlete and a nice person, you know, and, you know, I think I've always tried to combine both of those, and you know, I suppose I appreciate everything that athletics gave to me, and so now I try and give back as much as I can when I can.